Hi everyone, my name is Sandy and we're going to talk about calming the nervous system today. I'm so glad to be here in this incredible time. I know this is a challenging time, but this is also a very beautiful time. It's a time of awakening. It's a time for people to slow down and a time for Mother Earth to be able to inhale and exhale and nourish herself. I have a prayer that I've said for a long time, that the very best thing that could possibly happen would happen. And in some ways, I feel like what's happening now is a fulfillment to that prayer, even though it's also a very challenging time. Anyways, I have a wonderful quote from Yogananda, who is Norm Paulson, the founder of Sunburst, his teacher. This is from this book. This is a beautiful book. The nervous system has two duties. The nerves allow you to interact with the world, and as the yogis of ancient times discovered, the nerves also serve to connect you with God. The life force in man's body ordinarily flows outward from the brain and spine, through the nerves to the senses and their external experiences. When in meditation, that energy is reversed to flow inward. It draws the consciousness to the subtle spiritual centers of divine perception and God realization. The overstimulation of the nerves ties the consciousness to the body. Calmness conduces to God communion. When you calm yourself in meditation, and the life force retires from the senses to the cerebrospinal centers of spiritual perception, your nervous system is then connected with superconsciousness, and you have God. You are in the land of light. The land of light is the land of God's presence. It's the land of joy. It's the land of freedom. To receive that blessing, we need to discipline ourselves. We need to withdraw our life force from the senses and awaken the inner senses. And the third eye, the spiritual eye, or the cave of Brahma. The spiritual eye is the epitome of the life force of spirit in our bodies. When you see from the spiritual eye, you might see a beautiful golden ring of light, and inside deep blue, like midnight blue, and in the very center, a bright star, a five-pointed star of white light. That light is the key to illumination. If you can go into that light, you can go on the ultimate journey of God consciousness or super consciousness. Those who have made that journey are the true superheroes of our time. There have been many: Christ, Buddha. Norm made that journey, and he made it with incredible joy and lived to talk about it and pass on the meditation technique that brought him to that space. We are so very grateful for that meditation. We call it Kriya. It's like the magic cord that opens up the door to God's light. So we've been told that the greatest commandment is to love God with all your might, all your strength, and all your mind. The way to do that is first to love him. That's the very most important thing that we can do to contact Spirit. Love him with our whole heart. Put God first, before any desire, before ourselves, before our loved ones, our spouse, and even our children. Because in the end, Spirit is the one that will always be with us. Though forms change, our life moves on. God is eternal and changeless. God is forever. The life force needs to be withdrawn from the senses and from our attachments to the things in this world. So, if we weave webs of desires, we can get tangled up in those webs. And if we clench our fists and hold on to those things, eventually it'll wear and tear on us, and what we're holding on to so tight will dissolve. If we open our hands in a gesture of giving, of letting go, of releasing, we are also open to receiving. Spirit wants to give us the greatest love there is. The greatest power of the universe is waiting for us to open up and receive that incredible light, that all-embracing and healing love. But first, we must let go. Then the light can shine in. When we let go, we let God. We forgive. We release our past. We release and set free our loved ones and those that we've resented over the years. They say the best formula is to release your loved ones and forgive your enemies. But sometimes in order to forgive, first we need to release. Send everything up into the light. The light will transmute all darkness. The light will change our lives in an instant. Resentment can dissolve and change into forgiveness and incredible love. And we let go. Then we can relax. Then we feel safe. And we feel free. Our duty to humankind is to learn to love and bless all beings. We don't have to spend time with every person, but we can love every person in our world. We can love the creatures of the earth, the bounty of the earth, and the beauty that surrounds us without holding on too tight. We can let it be. We can receive and give. Let the river flow through us. There's some simple physical things that we can do to help us relax and let go. I'm an herbalist and I love my herbs. I can't talk about nervousness without talking about valerian and chamomile. The herbs I take every evening before I go to sleep. I sleep like a baby when I do that. It calms your nerve. It calms your emotions. Also, it's not good to eat too much meat. It overstimulates your nervous system, especially beef and pork. Something that's a little closer to the green world is easier on our nervous systems and a little bit gentler on our souls. Another way that I really enjoy relaxing and letting go is just through gratitude, through allowing Spirit to come in and bless us, and being super thankful for every blessing, being super thankful for our lives. I have a continual, ongoing conversation with God, thanking Him for the many blessings that flow in every day. Sometimes I remember after many years that I forgot to say thank you for some major and beautiful event in my life. And I go back and I say, by the way, thank you. Thank you for this blessing. Thank you for the continual joy that it brings to me. From joy to joy, from light to light in our lives. There's no reason to go into the darkness. The light is always shining. It's our choice. Part of that is just focusing on the positive We can focus on God and His presence, His incredible love. His eternal blessing. And we can focus on the wonderful people and the wonderful things in our lives. It's not good to think about the bummers from the past, or to focus or visualize our fears. That is a way into nervousness. Much better if we're mulling over the past, mull over the peak experiences of our lives. The birth of our first child, our wedding day, blessings out in nature, beautiful hikes. For me, it's beautiful kayak trips out in the ocean. So many wonderful things have come and gone. Each one we can give thanks for. Each one is a golden thread that weaves the web of joy and thanksgiving in our lives. So we're going to have about an 8-minute meditation. And I will quiet down. And each of us can go into whatever technique we use. If you know Kriya, it's time for that. If you don't have a technique, you can just focus on your breathing. So in closing, I just want to say that I hope all of you can relax and let go and allow your soul to shine. Let it be that when your thoughts drift off, they drift into a positive space, that you can visualize your dreams, that your daydreams will be beautiful, but you let go of them and set yourself free from attachments to those and to all things, including unnecessary things. That's one thing that does make us nervous, if we're overstimulated and burdened by too much stuff. And Catherine Ponder has this law she calls the law of use, that if you own something, you should be using it or truly loving it. And if not, let it go. So many things, possessions, attachments, desires, memories that we can all let go of. Make room for the sacred. Make room for the light to shine in. Let go of the past and know the future can be just as beautiful, if not more so. But we have to give it the freedom to manifest. So I'm going to do a couple of little ohms, and then I'll say goodbye. God bless.
Through the columns of infinity, I saw him walking, long white robe and humble gaze. His hair was flowing, the son of sons walks on the earth, a light unto before the birth of Adam. Oh, my Lord, thy love is all around. Oh, my Lord, thy beauty doth abound. Everywhere I look, mine eyes do see. Everywhere I look, 'tis only thee. 'tis only thee, 'tis only thee, bright sun, 'tis only thee. His virtue wholly changed my life, pouring down on me to taste that cup of righteousness, filling all my soul. He filled me with his holy breath, river to the sea. Never more shall I taste death in eternity. Oh, my Lord, thy love is all around. Oh, my Lord, thy beauty doth abound. Everywhere I look, mine eyes do see. Everywhere I look, 'tis only thee, 'tis only thee, 'tis only thee, bright sun, 'tis only thee.